Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a really long time. I missed every single one of you, but welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a deep dive into the latest expansion for Final Fantasy IV Endwalker and its love letter to Final Fantasy IV. But before we get started, there's a couple things. One, I want to make sure that you guys like the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get this channel up to the first 1,000 subscribers and let's see if we can really make this channel jump up in the algorithm. Secondly, from what I'm about to show you guys here, there are going to be some heavy duty spoilers for the Endwalker expansion as well as the new 6.2 Buried Memory patch. There are big time story spoilers here. So if you haven't had a chance to play through it yet, stop the video, go play it right now. Otherwise, if you've already seen it or if you're not really that big on spoilers, let's continue on, shall we? So, like I said, deep dive into the latest expansion for Endwalker, and basically what this is entitled, like you see in the title there, this is the love letter to Final Fantasy IV. So, you've probably seen a bunch of the stuff already. If you're a big fan of the Final Fantasy franchise, you already know what's coming, but this is kind of a quick rundown, especially on the music side of things. I think this is probably the part that really brings up a lot of nostalgia for a lot of players. Everything that you've seen here from beloved and hated characters, to environments, and like I said, most importantly, it's the music that we're focusing on here today. So we're going to take a look at how the originals have been transformed into the beauteous sounds of today. So huge props to Masayoshi Soken, who is the music composer for Final Fantasy XIV. He did an absolutely amazing job converting the originals. By the way, big shout out to Nobuo Uematsu, who was the original composer for a lot of this music as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you some short clips with some gameplay in the background, some short clips of about 2 or so minutes from the original Final Fantasy IV track first, and then we're going to go into the Final Fantasy XIV track. So let's get right into it. The first part of the Final Fantasy IV love letter is noted in the Tower of Zot. This location was originally in Final Fantasy IV under the same name, and is the first dungeon that you come across in the Endwalker main story quest. Take a listen to the first original Tower of Zot theme from Final Fantasy IV here. And now Final Fantasy XIV's rendition of the Tower of Zot. The cute little furry rabbit-like creatures you encounter on the moon in Mare Lamentorum are the Leporets, which are based on the humming ways from the Red Moon in Final Fantasy IV. The music used was actually the standard town theme in Final Fantasy IV, but was remastered for the Best Ways Burrow. Here's the original town theme from Final Fantasy IV. And here is the Best Ways Burrow theme from Final Fantasy XIV. At the end of Endwalker, and during the main story quest in patch 6.2, you are introduced to the Black Knight, who is later revealed to be one of the antagonists in both Final Fantasy IV and in the current storyline in Final Fantasy XIV, Golbez. Take a listen now to the original theme Golbez used in Final Fantasy IV. And here is his newly remastered theme in Final Fantasy XIV. Now keep in mind this audio was pulled straight from the game, so there is a little bit of extra background noise from the game's cutscene. The first dungeon you encounter in the 6.2 story patch Buried Memory is the Fell Court of Troya. This music is a remaster of an area of a similar name, the city of Troya from Final Fantasy IV, which is home to the Earth Crystal. This is also where you encounter the first of the 4 elemental archfiends, Scarmilione, Archfiend of Earth. Here is the original City of Troya music from Final Fantasy IV. And here is the newly updated version from Final Fantasy XIV 6.2 dungeon Fell Court of Troya. The last song for this video will definitely bring back memories. In Final Fantasy IV, there's a few heart-wrenching cutscenes that use this song, originally called Cry in Sorrow. In the recent 6.2 patch, you hear this song again when visiting Zero's domain in the 13th. Here's the original Cry in Sorrow theme from Final Fantasy IV. And here is the new Cry in Sorrow theme from Zero's domain in Final Fantasy XIV's patch 6.2. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope you had a lot of fun taking your trip down memory lane. I hope you had some real good pangs of nostalgia, especially for you Final Fantasy IV fans that are out there. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, where's the battle music? I'm pretty sure there's battle music in this game too, and there is going to be another video after this one here. There's going to be the Love Letter to Final Fantasy IV, the Battle Edition. So, guys, make sure that you do like the video. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel with notifications on, because that's going to let you know exactly when that video goes live. That will be coming out very, very soon after this particular video. So, guys, if you also want, make sure you guys also follow me over on Twitch. If you want to see all this gameplay live as it happens and when it happens, twitch.tv/RiderPride639 is going to be the way to go. You guys can also follow me on all of my other social media accounts, including my Twitter at twitter.com/RiderPride639. All my news and things like that are going to go happen over there too. So, guys, let me know in the comments what other kinds of Easter eggs and fun little tidbits that relate back to Final Fantasy IV. How much of that stuff did you find in the game? Was it on Mare Lamentorum? Was it with the Laporets? Was it elsewhere within the game? Let me know in the comments below. But I really, really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to be able to do more of these types of videos for you guys in the near future. But until next time, take care.